Hey, Bears fans, we're diving straight into everything you need to know about our Chicago Bears and the potential playoff matchups that could define the rest of the season. As the postseason approaches, the question on everyone's mind is which path the Bears will take, and more importantly, which opponents will stand in their way. Right now, the most likely scenario puts the Bears as either the number 2 or number 3 seed, and that opens up a few potential matchups against some of the toughest teams in the league. Among the possibilities, we have the Los Angeles Rams, the San Francisco 49ers, the Seattle Seahawks, the Green Bay Packers, and the Detroit Lions. Each of these teams presents its own challenges, and we'll break them down to get a clearer picture of what lies ahead. Let's start with the Rams. If you ask me, they're the team I would least want to face in the playoffs. They are arguably the most complete team in the NFC, combining elite coaching, experience, and talent in a way that few teams can match. Their quarterback, Matthew Stafford, has consistently shown that he can perform under pressure, even in the harshest conditions. The running game is strong, the offensive line is reliable, and their defense, though it has some vulnerabilities in the secondary, remains formidable. Add to that the leadership of their head coach, who is also a brilliant play caller, and you have a team that possesses all the ingredients for postseason success. While they have recently made changes in their special teams, their overall structure and playoff experience make them a daunting challenge. The Rams are a complete, well-rounded team, and facing them in the first round would be a tall order for any opponent. Moving on to the 49ers, they present a different scenario. On paper, they've had to navigate significant injuries this season, losing key players such as Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, and facing setbacks with other contributors. Despite this, their coaching staff has managed to patch things together, keeping them competitive even in challenging matchups. They have talent, but questions remain about how well they can perform in high-stakes playoff games, especially against a team like the Bears. Heading into the postseason, the 49ers' offensive capabilities remain solid, and if conditions are harsh, running backs like Christian McCaffrey could play a central role in the game plan. Compared to the Rams, they might be a slightly more manageable matchup, particularly if the Bears get the chance to play at home. The 49ers still pose a threat, but their injury history and current roster challenges create at least a window of opportunity for the Bears to exploit. The Seahawks are another team to consider. Seattle's roster depth is impressive, and if their quarterback, Sam Darnold, is on his game, they are a team capable of winning any matchup and making a deep playoff run. However, Darnold's performance can be inconsistent, and if he struggles, the Seahawks' offensive potential diminishes rapidly. The Bears would need to prepare meticulously for this matchup, especially considering the physical style of play that Seattle can bring. In many ways, the outcome against the Seahawks could come down to quarterback play, but the Bears' ability to compete in physical, cold-weather games gives them a chance to challenge even a team of Seattle's caliber. The contrast between a strong and an off day from Darnold could be decisive in this potential first-round battle. Then there's the familiar rivalry with the Packers. Facing Green Bay in the playoffs would be the third meeting in a short span, making it a matchup filled with familiarity and strategic adjustments. The Bears have shown resilience against the Packers recently, including a dramatic comeback victory that highlighted their potential when firing on all cylinders. While the Packers remain a formidable opponent, the Bears' familiarity with their strategies and key players can work to their advantage. The physicality of both teams and the importance of disciplined execution make this one of the most intriguing potential playoff matchups, with every possession likely to carry significant weight. The Bears' ability to capitalize on past experience against Green Bay could be a deciding factor in this contest. Finally, there's the Detroit Lions. Historically, the Bears haven't had the best success against Detroit, particularly indoors. However, an outdoor matchup at Soldier Field could tilt the scales slightly in favor of Chicago. The Lions would have to rally to secure a playoff spot, meaning they could enter the first round with momentum, which adds complexity to the scenario. Facing Detroit for a consecutive week is a challenging dynamic, as it requires maintaining peak performance and focus without letting familiarity breed complacency. Nonetheless, if the Lions make it, they would still be a team the Bears would have to contend with strategically adjusting for their strengths and potential adjustments in game plan execution. Of this group, if I had to prioritize potential matchups, the 49ers and the Packers emerge as the teams the Bears might feel most comfortable facing, relatively speaking. While no first-round opponent is easy, these two present scenarios where the Bears' strengths, including physicality, offensive line play, and adaptability in adverse conditions, could be leveraged most effectively. The other teams, Rams, Seahawks, and Lions, present more challenges due to their experience, depth, and in some cases, unpredictability. Each matchup carries its own risks, and the Bears will need to be at their best regardless of which path unfolds. Understanding these potential opponents now helps frame the strategic approach the team must take as they prepare for a run deep into the postseason. Beyond the NFC North, if the Bears were to secure the top seed, additional matchups could emerge against teams from the NFC South. Carolina and Tampa Bay represent potential second-round opponents, each with its own advantages and challenges. Both teams play in warmer climates, and if the Bears get to host these games at Soldier Field, the home field advantage could be significant. Carolina has shown improvement under their current coaching staff, and young quarterback Bryce Young has made strides this season, yet cold weather games at home could neutralize some of their strengths. Tampa Bay, despite injuries and recent struggles with quarterback play, still presents a threat, but a healthy and prepared Bears team could capitalize on any weaknesses. Facing either of these teams could be an ideal scenario for advancing further, provided Chicago maximizes the home field advantage and executes with precision. Even if the Bears end up as a wildcard team, the path could still be favorable. Depending on which teams secure division titles and how the seeding falls, matchups against teams like Carolina or Tampa Bay in the second round could create opportunities for a deep playoff push. While the Bears' focus is first on securing a strong seed, understanding the landscape of potential opponents allows the team to prepare strategically for any scenario. Road games, indoor or outdoor, and the physical style of play that Chicago is known for will be factors in navigating the postseason. The Bears' offensive line, running game, and ability to generate explosive plays in the passing game give them the tools to compete effectively regardless of the opponent. In all these scenarios, preparation, execution, and adaptability will be the defining factors. The Bears' ability to handle the elements, control the line of scrimmage, and maintain focus in high-pressure situations will be tested at every stage. Each opponent has distinct strengths and weaknesses, and the Bears' coaching staff will need to develop tailored strategies for each. The postseason is unpredictable, but Chicago's combination of physicality, experience, and depth positions them as a team capable of competing at a high level, no matter which team they face first. Continuing our deep dive into the Bears' potential playoff journey, let's look at the scenarios that could unfold depending on seeding and matchups. If the Bears claim the top seed in the NFC, the dynamics shift dramatically. Securing the number 1 seed guarantees a first-round bye, which is a massive advantage. It means extra rest, time to heal injuries, and the ability to watch potential opponents battle it out before stepping onto the field. This bye week could prove crucial, especially in a league where momentum and health often dictate postseason success. While the opponents are still unpredictable, the Bears would likely face a team emerging from the wildcard round, which could include any combination of the Rams, 49ers, Seahawks, or even NFC South contenders like Carolina or Tampa Bay. Each option presents a unique set of challenges and opportunities. Let's focus first on the NFC South matchups. If the Bears were to face Carolina, they will be taking on a team that has improved steadily this season under the guidance of their head coach. Quarterback Bryce Young has shown incremental progress, but his performance in colder conditions could be tested heavily, especially at Soldier Field. The Panthers have a solid running game, led by Rico Dowell and Chuba Hubbard, which could challenge any defense. Their offensive line has strength, and T. McMillan adds toughness in the trenches, but overall, their defensive performance remains average. Playing the Panthers at home after a first-round bye would be an excellent opportunity for the Bears to assert dominance and make a serious run toward the NFC Championship. In terms of matchups, this is one of the more favorable scenarios, giving Chicago a clear advantage with its physicality, home field familiarity, and experience in adverse weather. Tampa Bay represents a slightly different challenge. Despite having some injury issues this season, they have key players back now, including Mike Evans, and their offensive line has regained some stability. Baker Mayfield started the season strong, but has struggled over the last stretch of games. His performance decline has been noticeable, with lower completion percentages, fewer touchdowns, and a dip in overall efficiency. He has not been generating explosive plays, which the Bears' defense can exploit. If the Bears face Tampa Bay, particularly at home, they would have a golden opportunity to leverage their physical running game, strong offensive line, and ability to execute in high-pressure situations. Both Carolina and Tampa Bay, as potential second-round opponents, represent ideal pathways for the Bears to reach the NFC Championship, assuming they maximize home field advantage and maintain focus throughout the matchup. Now, let's consider the wildcard scenario. If the Bears fall to a lower seed, such as 5 through 7, their first-round matchup could involve teams like the Rams, Seahawks, or 49ers, depending on who wins division titles and how the seeding shakes out. This path is riskier, as the team would have to play on the road initially, but it could also present strategic advantages. For example, facing a South team like Carolina or Tampa Bay in the second round could still provide a favorable path if the Bears survive the wild card round. The wild card scenario tests the team's adaptability, resilience, and ability to handle road pressure, but also emphasizes the importance of strategic preparation, particularly in cold weather environments that favor Chicago's style of play. When analyzing potential road games, the Bears have shown they can perform effectively away from home. Their offensive line is physical, capable of controlling the line of scrimmage, and they have the running game to keep defenses honest. Generating explosive plays through the air complements their ground game, making them versatile and adaptable. Whether facing the Eagles on the road or another NFC contender, the Bears have the tools to compete in hostile environments. Road games introduce additional factors like crowd noise, travel fatigue, and unfamiliar conditions, but Chicago's roster is built to handle these challenges. The combination of a strong running attack, a capable quarterback, and a defense that can adjust to various offensive schemes gives them a legitimate chance to win in any scenario. Speaking of the Eagles, if Chicago ends up facing Philadelphia in any round, this matchup presents both opportunity and risk. The Bears have previously dominated Philadelphia on the road, proving they can compete effectively in a hostile environment. Adjustments would be necessary to prevent big rushing plays and control the tempo, but the overall structure of the Bears' offense and defense gives them a credible chance to succeed. The Eagles have had moments of strength recently, but Chicago's ability to combine physical play with strategic game planning makes them a dangerous opponent in the postseason, regardless of the venue. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL world is buzzing after Patrick Mahomes seemingly broke his usual calm demeanor in a recent interview, turning heads with some pointed remarks about the Chicago Bears. Known for his measured approach and careful media presence, Mahomes rarely steps in a controversy, but this time, insiders say he didn't hold back. Sources close to the quarterback suggest his comments went beyond the standard post-game analysis, sparking speculation that there may be more to his words than meets the eye. According to those familiar with the situation, Mahomes' critique wasn't subtle. He reportedly questioned the Bears' strategy and preparation, implying that their approach on both sides of the ball left him genuinely frustrated. While the exact phrasing has not been officially released, multiple outlets are hinting that Mahomes' tone carried an edge rarely seen in his public statements. Some analysts are already reading between the lines, suggesting that this could signal a growing rivalry or perhaps even an underlying tension between the Chiefs and the Bears. Fans and commentators alike have been dissecting every snippet of Mahomes' remarks, looking for clues about whether this is just a spur-of-the-moment reaction or a reflection of deeper concerns. It's unusual to hear him speak like this. One source noted, Patrick usually keeps things light and focused on the team. But this sounded different, more pointed, almost like he was calling out a systemic issue. The speculation is now running wild. Could this be a message to the league, or merely an expression of frustration with a single matchup? Social media has been ablaze since the comments surfaced, with hashtags and threads debating the potential implications. Pundits are weighing the possibility that Mahomes' uncharacteristic candor could influence upcoming matchups or even shake the team dynamics of the Bears. While it's still unclear how Chicago will respond, insiders hint that coaches and players have already taken notice and may be rethinking aspects of their game plan. Even within Kansas City, the buzz is palpable. Teammates have reportedly been asked about the comments during practice, but everyone remains tight-lipped, leaving fans to speculate. The intrigue lies not only in what Mahomes said, but why he chose this moment to speak out, an unusual move for a player typically measured and media-savvy. Could this be the beginning of a new rivalry narrative, or just a fleeting moment of frustration? Whatever the truth, one thing is certain. Patrick Mahomes' latest remarks have sent shockwaves through the league, and no one is quite sure what comes next. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.